Good afternoon, YouTube, and welcome to Fantasy Forecast for Friday, December 30th, 2016. This is yesterday's score. Even with Westbrook and Norman Powell still kind of hit value, so this lineup ended up okay and somehow cashed, even at 274. Just on cash, which is fine. That's what we're trying to do here, win cash games. So here's today's cash game lineup, and I'll go through the positions. At their point guard, TJ McConnell and Brogdon. Brogdon's going to get the start today with Della out, and he's been looking for that. He's probably going to see above 30 minutes and below 4,000. I can take that value. That's fine. You can also have Austin Rivers in there. I mean, basically, today's point guard position is a little weak, so I would be spending down at the point guard no matter where you're looking. Rivers looks good, though, if you're not feeling McConnell or Brogdon today, for whatever reason. There is a lot of different choices you can go on a 7-game slate. It's a really interesting slate today. I'm annoyed that it's at 5 o'clock, but it does help with a later video upload. TJ McConnell, you're taking advantage of the fact that he's the only point guard on the team with Sergio Rodriguez out. I mean, it's going to be an Andrew Harrison situation. I mean, he's going to probably see 40 minutes because, and they'll want to give him 48 minutes. You know what I mean? They'll have to just give him some kind of little bit of rest, and that's why you'll see Take McConnell and be happy with it today because that's an incredible value. It allows you to spend up almost everywhere else. Alphabet, great way to spend up. Take the Greek Freak, no problem today. McCollum for your shooting guards today. Now San Antonio, you've got the wonderful news that Leonard's sitting, so I have no problem with that big defensive beast out that was probably going to end up picking up some of the usage against McCollum just to vanish. You know, that's extra rebounds, a whole bunch of things that just appear for a guy that's now going to be playing the point guard more because he's also got an injury on his own team. So with Lillard out, take McCollum and be happy with that. Gallinari and Chandler. Now the small forward, this is a position, if you want to move this around, I would not blame you. I mean, you can spend down, but this is probably one of the weaker positions today. I mean, you can spend up and go all the way up to Durant and get a late guy, but I mean, he's playing Dallas, which is really a bad matchup. So, I mean, Gallinari and Chandler. The biggest problem with the Nuggets is you can never predict their minutes. Their coaching there is so haphazard. It's like Orlando and Phoenix, and all three of those teams just, we don't care what our minutes are, we don't give a crap what we're doing, and let's trot this guy out for 25 minutes, and then let's trot him out for 40. And there's no rhyme or reason to it other than they kind of think that that's what they should do. So, on a fantasy perspective, this is frustrating. Gallinari is far more steady of the two. Chandler is more likely to see less minutes, especially after having a good minute run game. But then again, they could just surprise us yet again because if he plays well, those can stay. Well, let's just keep running it. So I have a feeling both of these guys see plus 30 minutes today, and I know it's very difficult to call Nuggets rotations, but that's what this channel is called, Fantasy Forecast. At your power forwards, Davis and Parker. Davis we don't need to talk about, it's easy, and because Davis will kind of slide into the center position as well, sometimes because they don't really have anyone to defend against him. You know, he's just going to get inside to the center. So imagine a guy going up against the Knicks centers more than the power forwards. I mean, they're okay against the power forward, but they're horrible against the center, just horrible. And same thing on the other end. New Orleans is bad itself, so you can take Joakim Noah, who's probably going to get a lot of run in this game as they try to keep up. They're going to need some big man and some guys to try to do something to get some of those boards, and Noah's shown that he can produce. That's for your center. It's your other power forward. You've got Parker. You can obviously go with Jokic. If you go with Jokic, though, I have a feeling that Embiid coming back is really going to, I think Embiid will really egg the guy on, and I'm not sure that's a smart move today. If he gets in foul trouble, basically Jokic's going to get hurt in minutes, and then you're going to pay $7,200 for a guy that's only giving you, after he put up 40 points twice, and then he gives you 25. It's going to hurt. So I would steer off that today. I like Parker a lot more. Against Minnesota, I have no problem with that. And that's your cash game lineup for today. Leaves $100 left. If you like Jokic and you think he can stay out of foul trouble, you can upgrade Parker to Jokic. You have the $100 there. And that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching Fantasy Forecast for today. It's a short video. I tried to explain the positions a little bit in my picks. I didn't have a lot of time. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. It helps support the free channel. Thumbs up to the lineup if you won some money yesterday and if you like today's lineup. Comment in the description below if you don't like the lineup for some reason, and I try to comment once a day. Thanks a lot, guys. Going out there and go win some big money today.